In a shocking turn of events, broadcaster Yoo Young-jae has officially admitted in court that he forcibly molested his former sister-in-law, who also happens to be the older sister of actress Sunwoo Eun-sook. The first appeal trial took place on April 16 at the Suwon High Court, where the 2-3 Criminal Division reviewed the case. Yoo Young-jae was originally sentenced to 2 years and 6 months in prison during his first trial back in January after being found guilty of forced sexual assault by family relationship. The prosecution stood firm in their position, asking the court to uphold the original 5 years prison sentence they initially requested. Meanwhile, Yoo Young-jae's legal team admitted to all the charges, but appealed anyway. They argued that the sentence was too harsh, even while acknowledging the severity of the crime. According to his defense, quote, "I live with an apology to the victim." His family even submitted a petition asking the court for leniency, and Yoo himself promised to never commit another crime in order to maintain ties with his family. But let's not forget the core of this case. Yoo Young-jae is being held accountable for molesting his then-wife's sister on 5 separate occasions between March and October of 2023. At the first trial held on January 23rd, the court found him guilty and sentenced him to 2 years and 6 months in prison. Not only that, he was ordered to complete a 40-hour sexual violence treatment program, and he is barred from working at organizations related to children or the disabled for the next 5 years. He was detained immediately in the courtroom, a strong signal, perhaps, that justice doesn't take away, even when it comes to the well-known media figures. As of now, the appeal trial continues. The next court session is scheduled for June 11. Whether the sentence will be reduced or upheld remains to be seen, but the public is watching closely. This is a painful story to cover, not just because of the crime itself, but because it involves a breach of trust within a family. Yoo Young-jae was once a familiar face on Korean television. Now he is a convicted sex offender trying to reduce his sentence. We will continue to follow this case as it develops and keep you updated. In the meantime, let us know what you think about this case in the comment below. Should the sentence stay the same, or does he deserve more time? Let's talk. Alright, let's move on to some lighter news, and this one's for all the K-pop fans out there. After almost a year, HyunA is finally making her long-awaited return to the music scene. Yep, she is coming back with a brand new digital single dropping on April 30th. Her agency, ADOR, confirmed it in a phone call with a dispatch, saying HyunA will release a new song on the 30th. It's a digital single, so mark your calendars, people. Now, here is what makes this comeback even more exciting. This will be her first release in 7 months, since her last mini-album, Attitude, and she didn't just sing on it. She was heavily involved in the entire production process. She's clearly evolving as an artist, and fans are super curious to see how she's growing musically since her last release. Oh, and get this. It's also her first project since getting married to a singer Young Jun last October, so this comeback is kind of a new chapter for her, both personally and professionally. If you've been following HyunA since the beginning, you know her journey has been incredible. She debuted with Wonder Girls back in 2007. Yep, she's been in the game that long. She then re-debuted with 4 Minute in 2009, and later made a huge name for herself as a solo artist with hits like Bubble Pop and I'm Not Cool. Seriously, she's been serving iconic looks and performance for over a decade. So yeah, HyunA's comeback is officially happening, and it sounds like we are in for something special. Will it be experimental, retro, something bold and sexy like her past work? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, HyunA never disappoints when it comes to delivering a vibe. Are you excited for HyunA's return? What kind of sound are you hoping for? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Now let's talk about the legal drama that's been shaking the K-pop world lately. Yep, it's NewJeans and their battle with ADOR. Oh, here's the latest update. The court has officially dismissed the appeal filed by NewJeans member. That means, for now, they're still banned for doing any solo or third-party entertainment activities without ADOR's permission. Basically, the court stood by its original decision and say this injunction's case is justified. In case you missed it, back on the 21st of last month, the court granted ADOR's request to prevent the members from signing outside endorsement deals or doing activities outside the company. They made it very clear, NewJeans members cannot promote or perform independently or with anyone else unless ADOR gives the green light. On the same day, the girls fired back with an objection, but the court wasn't having it, and now the objection has been rejected. So what happened next? Well, the NewJeans members might appeal again, this time to the High Court. If they do, the whole case goes to the second trial, and we will have to wait for the fresh ruling there. But remember, this is just one part of the battle. ADOR also filed a separate lawsuit to confirm that their exclusive contracts with the members are still valid. And that first trial is still on progress. It's a super complex situation, and it's definitely not over yet. Fans are hoping for a peaceful resolution, but at this point, it looks like both sides are gearing up for a long legal showdown. Where do you stand on the NewJeans versus ADOR conflict? Are you team freedom or team contract? Let us know what you think in the comment. Now, moving on the case that's causing major buzz in the YouTube world, it involves popular mukbang YouTuber Tzuyang, whose real name is Park Jong-won. So, here's what went down. Tzuyang showed up in the Gangnam police station on the morning of the 16th. She was supposed to give her statement as a plaintiff in a case against Garosero Research Institute. You know, the controversial YouTube channel. But guess what? The questioning didn't even last an hour. After just 40 minutes, she called it quits. Her legal team, led by attorney Kim Tae-yeon, says they felt the investigator was biased. Apparently, there were ongoing concerns about unfair treatment, and when those weren't addressed, they decided it was impossible to move forward. In fact, they now plan to file an official request to have the investigator removed from the case. They even said, "We felt the investigator was leaning more towards the suspect than us." And yes, this is a pretty serious claim. Let's rewind a little. This all stems from defamation broadcast made by Ga-seon. That's short for Garosero Research Institute. Tzuyang filed complaints, but things go messy really fast. On April 4th, Gangnam police dismissed charges against Kim Soo-hee, the person from Ga-seon, saying that Tzuyang has already withdrawn her complaint. But Tzuyang's lawyer says, "Hold on, we only withdrew the complaint to refile it in the correct jurisdiction." See, the original complaint was with the Suwon prosecutor's office, but needed to be moved to the Socho police station, so they briefly dropped it to fix the location, not because they wanted to end the case. This isn't just about one investigation, it's about trust in the process. Tzuyang's team argues that this wasn't handled properly and that the timing was crucial. Meanwhile, Ga-seon kept airing defamatory content while all this legal red tape was going on. Attorney Kim even said, "We clearly told the prosecutions the withdrawal was only for the case transfer, but the police still dismissed it." So, what next? Tzuyang team will likely pursue a new investigation, but first, they are tackling the issue of investigator bias head-on. The story is definitely not over, and it shows just how complicated legal battles can get, especially when it's not just about fact, but also who handles the case. What do you think? Should investigators be more closely scrutinized in high-profile cases like this? Let us know your thought in the comment below.